Hey guys, it's Mr. Wells, Mr. G. So we're starting a new unit today. It's unit 11, day 1, and we're working with the concept of volume. Volume, if you remember, is the amount of space an object takes up. So for number 1, we're looking at the volume of a cylinder. So the first thing I need to do, and you guys will have access to this, is to write down the formula. By the end of the week, you will know all 3 formulas inside out, backwards, forward. So here's the formula for the volume of a cylinder. Its volume equals pi r squared times the height. Alright, and now it's just a matter of formula substitute and solve. So we're solving for volume. Pi, you can punch into your calculator. It's 3.14, but you want to punch it into your calculator. The radius, which is right here, it's just half of that length of the circle, is 5, and I'm going to square that, and the height, which is how tall it is 10. And then we're just going to plug it in our calculator. So the first thing I would punch in would be pi times 5 squared times 10. In the calculator, if you do it correctly, you should get 785.39816 and some other numbers, but we're rounding to the nearest tenth. So you remember this. We're going to underline the number that we're rounding to, look at the number to the right, 5 or above, give it a shove, 4 or below, leave it alone. Since it's 9 and it's above 5, we're going to round that up to 4, and that's our answer.
Label? We're going to label it units
Oh,
cubed.
units cubed, yep.
Because there are no units for that one.
And then remember, cubed is to the 3rd power.
Alright, let's see another one here. There we go. Now we have a cone. The formula is volume equals 1/3 pi r cubed. Or pi r squared h, I mean. 1/3 pi r squared h. And we're going to plug in everything that we see in the cone. I see a radius of 3 here, and the height of this cone is 12. So I'm going to plug those two numbers into my equation. So volume equals 1/3 pi. We said the radius was 3, so there's 3 squared, and the height was 12. This time the directions tell us to leave the answer in terms of pi. What that means is we want to leave the pi in the actual answer when we write it down here. So we do not want to use the pi button on the calculator. We're going to multiply everything else, the 1/3, the 3 squared, and the 12 on the calculator, write that down, and then followed by that we'll write the pi. So if I do 1/3 times 3 squared times 12, I should get 36. And then the pi stays there. That means in terms of pi. So the answer here is 36 pi, and seeing how there are no units, there's no centimeters, inches, meters, whatever, we're going to label it units cubed, like so. So 36 pi units cubed.